Lads and ladies, we are 4 weeks into the season, roughly 10% through, which is kind of mad when you put it like that, but we are back today on the Sorare Profit Challenge, where I am challenging myself to make some profit on these tournaments, and here is game week 1, my 3 results, bang, bang, and bang. As you can see, I did pretty fucking shit, but that's fine. You know, the first game week of the season is always an unknown, right? You can't really expect too much. I did, however, expect a bit more on game week 2, but the same story occurred. I decided to captain Jordan Pickford in my EPL team, and yeah, that was fucking dumb. It turns out Everton are still shit at football. But for the upcoming game week, half of this Everton stack will be carrying on with Pickford and Tarkowski at the back. I'm hoping they should be able to handle Sheffield United, at least defensively. And then we've got Guimaraes and Isaac, who should do bits against Brighton. They shipped a lot of goals last week. Just hope Newcastle can bounce back from their disappointing defeat at Liverpool. But more painful than that, I didn't realise Kvaratskhelia was out injured, wasting these top scores from Calhanoglu and Martinez. You know, not that it would matter too much in the grand scheme of things, because it turns out you need like 400 fucking points just to squeeze a limited tier 5 out of the fucking crevice that is the prize pool of these tournaments. So that's pretty tough. Like, look at this here on game week 3, 380 points, and I was still 140 places off of even a sniff of a reward, even a little crumb of a tier 5 limited card, which would have been like fucking £1.20. So, yeah, fuck me, it's tough. I know it was a high-scoring week in League One, but, you know, what a waste of Tuma's coming out party at Reims here. But we'll go back to game week 3 over here then, and I've been waiting patiently to catch a falling start, and here it is, 397 points in Serie A, thanks to the Inter Milan lads, and that was enough to put me in 118th place to secure my first reward of the series. It's truly exciting stuff. You know, I've broke my reward seal. We're all gonna have a great time looking at this card that I've just won. Oh look, here we go, Leo Ostergaard, and if we check him out in Serie Data, he's worth £4.27. So you have to start somewhere, right? We'll add him onto the tracker here. This is all very good. I'm off the board, but as you can see to the right of the screen, the main point of discussion today is surely some of the sells that I have made. Starting off with Inaki Williams, he's gone for a very small profit. That's fine. He didn't really feature in my La Liga side, but the real story is the Liga 1 players that have departed from my account. Like, look at this: Dembele, Benji, Bizot, Vitinha, and Teddy Toomey I bought for a combined £100, and I've sold them all for a total price of £180. And for anyone struggling with the maths there, that is an 80% profit in only 3 game weeks. So that's, yeah, I mean, that's pretty good, I think. I just thought it would have been negligent not to take the profit there, considering I was yet to win a reward with any of these players. And, you know, that then spurs the thought, am I instantly handicapping myself by not stacking, in essence, one of the top teams from each league? And, you know, maybe not even necessarily a top team, just a stack in general for the odd game weeks that some team just fucking trounces the shit out of someone. You know, I'm all for keeping things interesting here on the channel of mixed teams, but, you know, at the end of the day, we are here to win some shit, and I need to give myself the best chance of winning some shit. Hence why this weekend in Liga 1, I will be going Lyon strong with this new stack here. And I mean, they're playing PSG, so I kind of fucked myself with the week I bought them on, but, you know, long term, I think Lyon could be a good stack. They've had a poor start to the season. Keep in mind, Lacazette's been suspended and their main keeper Lopez has been injured, hence why I've gone for a common in net with this lineup. It's going to be tricky, especially because these limited pro tournaments, they're looking really tough right now, and I knew they would be, right? So I don't want to have too much of a victim complex, but it's my channel, so I will have one, because I want to. You know, you're thinking maybe Sorare could up the reward pools a bit here, maybe even just to 250 places paid. It would be a step forward. What with the increase of managers playing the game from last season? But, you know, you can't expect Sorare to do that right now, so we have to roll with the punches, and rolling with the punches in La Liga for me this week. The only real change for me here has been Vinny Jr. Yeah, I typically use his common card. Obviously, he's injured, so I've replaced him with Lewandowski up top instead. And, you know, maybe this team can push on a bit and get some higher scores. Now, you think Valverde might be playing higher forward in Vinny's absence. And then I've risked a captaincy on Parejo this week. And I'll be honest, he's been a bit shit recently in SO5 terms. But I can feel it in my dick. He's just gonna do some shit this week against Cadiz, and that's why I'm backing him as my captain. And then if we look at the Bundesliga, I hardly know her, but Werner has been replaced by Holler at your boy up top, because Werner was benched for RB's last game. The problem is Holler did hobble off with an injury for Freiburg, but Play Sharper has him down as likely to be starting, so I'm going to give him the good old cottage try. And then to round out the video, Serie A, don't fix what isn't unfixed, in this case Internazionale. We've got Bastoni, Martinez, Calhanoglu, And I just thought, fuck it, gonna complete the group by adding Thuram into the mix, their new signing. Obviously, he's replaced Lukaku, and he's been playing alongside Martinez up top, so I think he's definitely one to have there, especially if Martinez gets injured. You know, it's just good to cover all the bases there. Now, I did think of getting Dumfries in as an option, but his scores are a bit more hit and miss. Like, even looking at his AA score in defensive wins, you know, it leaves a lot to be desired. Sometimes he slaps, sometimes he gets slapped, so I thought I'll combine the strikers up top, and that's what we're going to run with. So yeah, I guess fuck it, that's it. I mean, it would be a bit silly to panic this early into the season, right? But I've been known to be a silly man, so I'm getting there. I'm like fucking DEFCON 2 right now. I don't know if it goes up or down DEFCON. I think 1's the worst, right? But I'm like a DEFCON 2.5 right now. You know, I've not had my all is lost moment of the series just yet. You know, that would be way too early, but we'll get there. Don't you worry. I've just got to come to terms with how competitive these limited pro tournaments truly are at the top end of the bracket. You know, I definitely think most of my profit here will have to come from maneuvering the market across the season, like selling those Liga 1 players for a profit, as, you know, relying purely on placements will make for bleak viewing. But fuck it, you never know, in a month I could be singing a different tune. So until then, I'll catch you next time.